Hello children. Today we will take up lesson 1 of Honeydew. The name of the lesson is The Best Christmas Present in the World, written by Michael Morpurgo. Before we start with the lesson, let us know about the main characters used in the story. Jim Macpherson. He was the leader of English troops. Before getting into war, he was a school teacher in Dorset, which is in the southwestern part of England. Next, Connie Macpherson. She was the wife of Jim Macpherson. After her husband went to war, she spent her whole life in the belief that she would see him again. Hans Wolff. He was the captain of German troops. He worked in an orchestra in Dusseldorf before the war. Now let us go through the difficult terms and their meanings which are not mentioned in the lesson. Roll-top desk. A desk with a flexible sliding cover. Clumsily mended. Something being repaired without skill. Brute force. Violent force. No man's land. Piece of land which falls in the middle of the borders of two countries. Parapet. A low protective wall at the edge of a trench. Now you will come across few characters over here in the story, like Thomas Hardy, famous English novelist. Far from the Madding Crowd. It's the fourth novel of Thomas Hardy. Bathsheba, a beautiful young heroine of Far from the Madding Crowd. Gabriel Oak, a farmer or shepherd who is the hero of Far from the Madding Crowd. Sergeant Roy, the villain of the same novel. Conservatory, a room having glass roof and walls typically attached to a house only on one side. Wicker chair, a chair made of wicker which is ventilated and useful under hot or humid conditions. So now children, let me tell you the summary of the lesson, The Best Christmas Present in the World, written by Michael Morpurgo. The author of the story went to a junk shop and purchased a roll-top desk which was in a bad condition. The author started repairing the desk on Christmas Eve and found a letter in its drawer. He read the letter, from which he could gather that the same was written by Jim Macpherson to his wife Connie in the year 1914. After reading the letter, he also realized that Jim Macpherson was the leader of English troops when England and Germany were engaged in war during Christmas time. As per the letter, on Christmas morning, something wonderful happened. That is, the Germans wished the English soldiers Merry Christmas and the English wished them back. Both sides shared their ideas and feelings with each other, and they celebrated Christmas by eating, talking, laughing and drinking. Later, they played a football match in which the German troops, led by Hans Wolff, won. During the night, both sides sang Christmas carols and everybody had a peaceful Christmas. The author decided to hand over this decades-old letter to Jim's wife. He went to the address which was written on the envelope, and on reaching there, he learned that her house had recently caught fire and Jim's wife, who was now 101 years old, was in a nursing home. He proceeded to the nursing home and located Jim's wife. She had grown old, waiting for her husband to return, and because of her senility mistook the author to be her husband, that is, Jim. Since this was Christmas time again, she therefore declared him, that is, the author, as the best Christmas present in the world.